What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Texas Red in the building once again. Man, I'm sitting here watching this thing about Big U, man. Man, boy, that ain't good, boy. When the feds get in your life, boy, that ain't good. One thing about it, when them feds come, boy, they got you. They got something. And I remember I was on the run, man. I was on the run for a day, man. I was like, man, I was acting like a dope fiend. I'm peeping out windows, and man, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Remember, my girl tried to give me some. Man, I couldn't even get none. All I wanted to do, man, I just wanted to see my kids, man. Go get my kids. So they went and got my kids, man. I remember my kids sitting on my lap. I'm looking at them. I'm like, man, it's crazy. Because I don't really know what I'm finna be facing. But I know, I said, man, I'm finna be gone, man. I just want to spend that little time with my kids. I just felt like I didn't spend enough time with my kids. But at that time, boy, it was too late for that. And I remember, man, I was calling lawyers. One lawyer said $25,000. Another lawyer said $30,000. And I didn't really want to try to pay that, man, because I'm trying to play the broke role. I'm trying to play like I ain't had nothing to do with it. If I go get them lawyers $25,000, $30,000, I'm really giving myself away. So I'm trying to play the broke role. I'm thinking that's going to be my ticket. So I went and got a lawyer for like $3,500. I said, I can come up with $3,500. You know, if they see me come up with $3,500, oh, okay. His people probably helped him pay that. You know, that was my thing. And this lawyer got referred to me by a family friend. And man, this nigga him, man, he was friends with the federal agent, man. Once I got to talking to him and the way he was asking me questions, and I figured it out, man. I said, man, this nigga the law. So once I figured it out, I told my pretrial lady about what he was doing. You know, I said, I feel like he ain't got my best interest. So come to find out, he was representing somebody else on the case. That's how I got out Monday. Conflict of interest. So I went to a hearing, and the judge let me out from under him. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna have the nerve to try to speak to me when we in the courthouse. Man, I looked at him like he was crazy. Like, man, don't say nothing to me, man. You friend with the agent, and you trying to get information out of me so you can go back and tell the agent. Man, it was crazy though, man. For real. And man, me and the agent, man, things wasn't good. Because he tried to treat me like I was a sucker or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what really made me mad, you know what I'm saying? He tried to handle me like I was a sucker. And I didn't let him handle me, so we were having conflicts. He already, you know, he going over my homie in them house, sitting on their couch, and they chopping it up with him and all that. And I'll never forget, man, my homie come on my house one day telling me the people told him that one of his friends wasn't his friend. So I just look at him, I like, shit, nigga, what you come over here for, nigga? You need to be going over them other niggas' house you mess with, nigga. Nigga, you know I don't play with no law, nigga. I don't mess with no law, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was so mad because I feel like he totally disrespected me as a real nigga, coming to me talking about what the laws done said, nigga. Nigga, you supposed to know the type of nigga I am. So man, I was so mad, man. And he stood around for a little while, you know, he looking crazy and shit. Man, I'm finna go, man. All right, nigga, go on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come over here with that, nigga. I don't play like that. And man, I got to thinking one time, cause you know the laws, they were coming around, talking to different people. They was talking to him. They was pulling him over and all this, but they ain't never messed with me. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know, nigga, I ain't got nothing for you. Ain't no use you trying to talk to me about nothing, say nothing. I ain't got nothing for you. And they knew that. So I got to thinking, man, you know, you get high, you be on the porch, you get high, and you get to thinking, man. I remember one time, the homie, he pulled up on me, and he got a little partner that's up under him that he served. So he pulled up with the nigga one day. He was like, say, man, this when all this stuff was going on. Man, my little partner, man, I ain't got nothing right now, and he needs something. He said, man, just give him something, man, till I get right, and I got you. And I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? When I first heard it, I'm like, all right, I got you. Give me 30 minutes, I'm going to get back with you. So they left. I'm sitting on the porch, I'm blowing. So I got to thinking. I said, man, this nigga ain't never tried to help me make no money. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never brought nobody to me trying to help me make no money. He was always kind of like in competition with a motherfucker. He ain't never tried to help me. So the more I'm hitting this thing, I'm thinking, I said, man, this nigga trying to set me up, man. This nigga done brought somebody to me to give somebody something, and he ain't never did that. But now that this shit going on, he gonna bring somebody to me? I said, man, I don't know who this nigga think I am. This nigga must think I'm a special ed student or a goofy or something, nigga. Nigga, I'm not doing that. And I just didn't call him back. I just didn't hit him back. So he already knew. He didn't call me back or nothing. He already knew what it was. He like, shit, that nigga ain't going for that. He already know I ain't going for that, man. But, man, I'm looking at this, boy, this stuff, boy. When the fed get in your life, boy, your ass you finna go down to that penitentiary, man. Ain't no way out of it. And the only thing the lawyer can do for you, I don't care how much money you spend, how much money you give him, the only thing he can do for you is help you get a good deal. Help you get the best deal you can get. And really, it depends on how much information you give them. That's all the lawyer gonna want you to do. I can get you a good deal if you give them something. You gotta tell them something. You gotta either tell them something about yourself, or you gotta tell them something about somebody else. That's part of the plea agreement. And 98% of these boys, they plead guilty. And when you take that guilty plea, you got to tell them something. If you just tell them the part that you played in, you might not be a snitch, but you got to tell them what you did. And if you tell them what somebody else did, that's even more time that you would get off. But you got to agree to something. And that's why I went to trial, because I didn't want to agree to nothing. I ain't telling you nothing. Come on, let's ride. Do what you want to do. I'm not telling you what I did, and I'm not telling you what nobody else did. Point blank, period. That's just how I was in the game. You know what I'm saying? At that time, man, my head was so, man, I was so out of there. I had that untouchable feel. You know what I'm saying? I felt untouchable. I felt like all the money I had could get me out of anything I was in. And sometimes I just sit around, I be hoping something happen, nigga, so I can spend me some money. Come on, let the car break down. You know what I'm saying? Let one of my partners go to jail. Let my sister need some money. Let me help somebody pay some bills or whatever, nigga. I'm ready to do something. I got so much money, nigga. I'm ready to spend some money. So I had that untouchable feel, but I'm not knowing when the feds come around, they don't care about your money. The feds don't want your money. Feds want you alive, boy. They want you alive. And your life is more valuable than money. And people don't really realize that until they get in them situations messing with the feds. They think money is more important than your life. They feel like, I got to have this money. I don't care about nothing else. I need to have this money. I need to get this money. But when the feds come in your life, boy, the feds gonna let you know, boy, your money ain't more important than your life. So when they snatch your life from you and you down there in that penitentiary, you don't care about no money. You don't care about how much money you got. You want to be free. Man, I used to mess with this dude from New York. Nigga, he had life sentence. You know, I had 30 years. He had life. So some of them life boys, they ain't gonna mess with nobody that got a number. If you got a number, a nigga with a life sentence, he ain't even gonna mess with you. Cause he angry, cause you gonna go home and he ain't gonna go. So most of the boys that got life, they just mess with lifers because they can relate to each other. But some of the lifers, excuse me, but some of the lifers, they'll mess with dudes that got 30 years, 25 years, 20 years. They might not go up under that. And they'll sit there, they'll chop with you, and they'll give you game because they know you got hope. And I spoke with this dude from New York. He had life. And he'll kick it with me. But sometimes when he get in his feelings, he'll get mad. Nigga, you going home, nigga. I don't know what you crying about. I don't know what you complaining about, nigga. You going home. He always tell me that. You going home, nigga. I ain't never going home. And I be like, shit, nigga, I might not go home either, nigga. I got 30 years, nigga. I might not go home either, nigga. Something might happen to me, nigga. You know how long 30 years is, nigga? Nigga, I might not go home, nigga, either, nigga. That nigga said, nigga, you going home, nigga. You going home. Nigga, your paperwork don't say deceased. You got a number. You got a number. But I say that to say this, man. This nigga, he had plenty of money on his books. Nigga go show me his account, and he got $25,000, $30,000 on his account. But he like, man, this money don't mean shit on my account. He said, man, I'd rather be out on the streets with no money than to have $25,000 on my account in the penitentiary. And I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, man, this nigga right, man. Nigga, I'd rather be on the streets up under a bridge than to be in the penitentiary with $25,000, $30,000 on my books. So your life is more valuable than money, man. Y'all boy better think about that, man. While you out here scratching, trying to get all this money, you boys taking them penitentiary chances, man, trying to get this money. Man, you better think about your life, man. I'm telling you, man, your life is more important than that money, man. For real, man. You down in the penitentiary and you buying commissary and you down there smoking and you kicking it. All that shit is cool for the moment. But once you come down and really get to thinking about it, then you want to be at home, man. You want to be at home, man. Fuck that money, man. Keep your freedom, man. Your freedom is more important than anything else, man. For real.